Shit. What? What? Yo. We fucking lit. It's that time. The Jones Hour. It's Sunday. You looking at the... Wow. Trying to play me. The champ is here. Fucking champ is here. You see me with the belt. Fantasy football. The guard. You know what I'm saying? How to run things this year. You know, this is not even the proper introduction. This is not how we do this. But you see me, I'll be holding the show. I'll be holding the belt all fucking shows. So let y'all niggas know that, you know, the real champ is here. Rest of y'all niggas is all fraudulent. It's me only looking like the TV champ. Yeah, TV top 5, nigga. Top 5, nigga. Because I'm probably top 5 favorite podcast, nigga, in your fucking world, nigga. You don't even know about it. Yep. And if you missed the live, which is every Sunday on YouTube, catch the playback on Spotify, Google, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and the Audible apps. To the right of me, one and only editor and producer. You know who it is.
What it do, Scooby?
Acid, what is the deal? What's popping, my brother from another mother? You know
and to
who?
my left, like, who do I got?
Dos Veces.
Jonesy 2 times, bitches.
Jonesy 2 times, bitches. You already know what time it is. Now it's another. Usually we start with the sports, but you know it's been since the Super Bowl. I mean, the highlight was the halftime show. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a spanking. You know what I'm saying? Like not at one point was the game itself entertaining or competitive. It was not close at any point, and it was trash for that. But Kendrick put on a show.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, depending on your timeline, on your feed, or your algorithm, you was getting like it's mad love and all that other shit, or it's hate and it was like fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you couldn't really, you know, depending on you could go to the breakdown of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Only relevant songs didn't really, I mean, like right now, didn't really play too much of the
older shit.
The older shit that he's known for. No Swimming Pool. We thought he was gonna play that. He didn't play that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought he would have played Don't Kill My Vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of my favorites from him from Throwback. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really play any of those tracks. Kept it up to only the new shit. Had Mustard come out. Had Serena Crip walking, you know, which was like a double entendre, which because he's king of double entendres, where it's like, you know, in the Olympics they got mad at her and for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She was looked down upon, but now in the Super Bowl and America's biggest event, she gets to, you know, Crip walk for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And it's Drake's ex.
Yeah, but
you know?
Think about it, dog. Like. When was the last time you saw a Super Bowl performance where it was an artist doing their current discography?
Yeah. No, yeah, they always do their hits.
They always do their hits.
Yeah.
And I think this is the first time where it's actually an artist that's like currently popular. They've literally like, all right, this artist was popular 5 to 10 years ago and was a megastar. You know, we're gonna bring them in for the Super Bowl. You know, and they're gonna perform their 5 to 10 best songs. You know what I mean?
More or
That's
less.
usually what it is. Or they get like a whole mix of artists that do like their all their throwbacks and shit. You know?
Yeah, but nah, this Kendrick did that, but all the subliminals, the like not, you know, girls that were dancing, nobody wasn't showing skin, like it wasn't like that. They all dressed in red, white, and blue. They formed the American flag and whatnot in
Yeah.
their choreography. They the revolution is gonna be televised. You pick the right time, but the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
Uncle Samuel Jackson as Uncle Sam. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had all of these little subliminal shots at not just Drake, but just the times in America. Like, this will probably go back, and looked upon as, something greater than what it, was on face value. You know what I'm saying? On the surface. You know what I'm saying? With all of the hidden little messages that he was able to do inside his performance. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Word.
Which was like completely unprecedented. Like, you never really seen that before. And if you did, it was always some Illuminati shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, they're in now. Did you see all the subliminal shits?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They put two fingers up like
Yeah,
this.
yeah. You
it's
know what
like,
I'm
shut up.
saying? And everybody knows the 2-finger rule.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
It belongs to two groups. That's
Yeah.
the Boy Scouts
Yeah.
and Illuminati.
Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? And he was definitely not a Boy Scout. We looked that up. You know what I'm saying? So it would be one or the other. But we already know, and this year, and this wasn't that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was really thought out.
Mhm.
It was really, like, well orchestrated and well done.
Mhm.
And yeah, you're right. It kind of stole the show.
Uh-huh.
For what the Super Bowl was.
Yeah, because it was a spanking. So it was
I
like,
thought it was at least going to be. I thought they were going to win by a landslide, but I thought it was going to be like tight the whole first half.
nah. I
I
thought it was
thought-
gonna be a tight game, period. When I put the scores out, I was like thinking, like, it's gonna be in a touchdown, and it's gonna be who gets the ball last. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's gonna be able to make a run and get the final score. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna decide the game. And it wasn't that at all. And as much as we killed Saquon, like, I mean, he had a solid game, but like nothing where it was like he was the deciding factor of why they won.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a complete team effort.
completely defense. They won at the line of scrimmage, only rushing 4, not blitzing, and still getting 6 sacks. Where you could have all of those linebackers and DBs out there, taking up space and covering players and
Shout out to Cooper
denying.
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, rookie.
DeJean, sorry about
Yeah,
that.
that's all right.
First rookie in history to get a
Pick six in the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl, that's fucking insane.
Xavier Worthy had a crazy ass game, yo. He had 8 catches for over 150 and 2 touchdowns, and because they lost and that shit was like in garbage time and whatnot,
Yeah.
like none of it really mattered.
No,
Patrick Mahomes, he got gobbled up the whole time. It was squabble up for him. It was squabble up for them. You know what I'm saying?
It looked like they were missing pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like they were.
Nah, it looked like they was just not prepared, and it was surprising. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they was not prepared. Like, they was not able to adjust anything in their offense for that rush that was coming at them with just those 4.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why are you not, like, maybe dumping off for some screens or something? Make them like, all right, go ahead, keep throwing those at us. We throw the little drop off pass and see if we could get something out of something.
And what do they call that shit? The tush push or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, that's how they started the game with the touchdown.
But immediately afterwards, they the narrative was like how devastating it was. Like, it's how devastating it is to defend, and they have like the linemen sitting there just going, oh, getting their necks like fucking stretched out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no word, they weren't ready for that shit.
Yeah,
like I would have been running drills just for that.
Mm-hmm.
Have your offensive line do the same exact shit against your defensive line and be running fucking drills just like that to fucking get them ready for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's different.
It is different, bro.
Yeah.
And if you know they're doing that, you think that they would be working on that, you know? Like, if you look at it,
no, it's hard. It's hard to stop. It's almost because all you're really doing is for 1 yard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not really doing it like on first down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's only like this short yard. We need 1 yard, or we need to get to the touchdown, and with this amount of way, this is when we're gonna do it.
which they look at it like,
which it was
the
always a quarterback.
probability-
It was always a quarterback sneak. That's what it was originally. But the fact that you have like the players, like the running back, like you put in 2 running backs, like a running back and a fullback in the backfield, pushing the quarterback forward. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that
it's just
and
crazy
it's at
to me
that-
too, because
yeah.
it puts in the factor of them going, all right, well, I'm short in the fourth, like I'm in a situation where I'm 4 and short. I can literally go, all right, well, let's just do the fucking this thing, like, well, it's almost guaranteed that we're gonna get it, like, so it looks like instead of just fucking like punting, let's just go for it. Like, I would be like, go for it, go for it.
Yeah, now more. Well, I mean, now in these times and this year especially, I think with all the games I've seen and everything like that, you see the culture of more teams going for it on 4th down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just in general, like no matter where they're at in the field, more or less. You know what I'm saying? Like they take this chance, like, no, I think we need this big drive or whatever it is, and that's what they do. So I think
I think it's funner to watch when they do.
no, yeah, I mean, no, I think it's like it's kind of like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? And I think, I mean, it's okay right now, and I don't really want to jinx nobody when I say something, when I say this right now, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna stay okay until somebody gets seriously hurt, and then they'll change the rule, in my opinion. Instead of just changing it now, where it's just like you can't really
the
push,
the tush push or whatever.
Yeah, because the regular quarterback sneak, that's what it was. It was okay, you know what I'm saying? But like the tush push of like what it does to those linemen, like how you're saying on that extra push that comes in out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Causes like a snap on their back, on their neck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what's been.
You're getting hit by a car.
Yeah, kind of like where the question of the safety in the actual play is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. But
not even they get hit by a car, they're running into a car that's going at them.
Yeah. But like also what I do want to say is with this Kendrick performance, Kendrick been rocking with this Not Like Us shit for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's been relevant, Grammys on it, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day, Drake drops a little mixtape or little album with Party Next Door. Some sexy songs for you, appropriately, smart with the marketing, on Valentine's Day. Like, why wouldn't you do that? And my nigga, I gotta show Drake love, bro. Like, he took all of that on the chin. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing to him. He dropped that shit. That shit still got like mad billion streams or whatever it is in one day. You know what I'm saying? Breaking records.
I mean, he's still butthurt.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, but he ate it though. He might.
I mean,
he performed. He performed the Not Like Us shit.
He sued and then sued again, didn't he?
I mean, he sued. I think he did that shit on purpose just to be a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think he's following Cole's advice. The best thing you could probably do is just make feel good fucking music that everyone could fucking like. All right, and keep fucking moving, bro.
No, but then in the song "Give Me a Hug" that he drops in his new shit, he sent a shout out at Joe Budden. Which, if you've seen this week, Joe Budden, after that shit dropped after the Super Bowl, Joe Budden is on his podcast and he's like, "Yo, fucking, don't come shooting strays at me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? You better, spin the block or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but Joe
not verbatim, but more or less
what he said. He's a podcast host, so there's nothing you can really.
No, but Joe Budden started as a rapper. Joe Budden.
Yeah.
He
his
regardless of what you might feel about how or who he is, Joe Budden still has like bars. You know what I'm saying? Like you
yeah,
can't
no,
take
I've
that from
I've
him.
heard hard fucking that was like almost like 5-6 years ago. Like Joe
Yeah.
Budden dropping music against Drake and shit. Like
Mhm.
hard diss songs. Like I enjoyed them thoroughly. But the repercussion is way different. Like you could
Yeah.
literally I just look at it like it's just silly, like at this point, like you said, I think it's less him being like clown on that and then him being more clown on this,
Right. Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe just also redirection.
Yeah.
Think about it. Like, all right, don't pay attention to that. I'm just gonna start fucking beefing with this dude. But apparently, there's also Kendrick fucking lines in there too. So I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Mhm.
I didn't listen to the whole thing through, but from what I've heard, I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Late last night, I found it, started finding shorts on it and shit like that. So I listened to that "Give Me a Hug" song.
Mhm.
I enjoyed it. I liked
Yeah.
it.
I liked it too. And it's like it's funny, like, it's like with all the beef, you know what I'm saying? It's like, to have a song named "Give Me a Hug" and that's
Mhm.
what it is, and that's what he's saying. It's like it's so subtle and funny. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know what I'm saying? If you interpret it that way, if you choose to interpret it that way, but like like I said, Drake ate that shit like it was pretty much nothing. Like I said, I feel like he did the suing on purpose just cause. You know what I'm saying? Like nah, fuck that. Like this is what they doing. Universal. Some of these music fucking companies or whatever it is, they not so fucking, legit or whatever it
I
is.
mean,
You know
I
what
think
I'm
he
saying? They
has to say
do.
something about it. I think
Mhm.
he has to like. He's looking at it like, is that even legal? Like, can
Mhm.
you make a song? I mean, obviously it is, but like, sitting there, that's kind of like, that's like I said, it's never been done before.
Mhm.
Like, no one did this with R. Kelly. There
Yeah.
was never a song going R. Kelly with the minor.
Yeah.
Like there was never a song like that.
Mhm.
Like, so this is like you're literally calling someone a pedo on the fucking goddamn song. Like
Mhm.
it says it in the song,
Mhm.
and your name. You literally like, oh Drake, I heard you like him young. Like
Mhm.
you're talking to like talking about Drake, so it's
Mhm.
fucking completely obvious.
Right.
So he's asking the record label that he signed to himself, going, how the fuck and why the fuck are you allowing this artist that's calling me this on a fucking accusing me of doing this on a song?
Mhm.
That like, I mean, you're destroying a man's career. Like you're publicly accusing him of that.
Mhm.
And that's it's kind of up. Like I mean, you are murking him, but like at the same time, bro, like he does have a point. If he doesn't say anything, then you're accepting it.
Mhm.
Then you're going, oh, okay, yeah,
Mhm.
like that. Then you are, So
Mhm.
he has to say something, bro.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I said. Like it's just it's whatever with that. But I mean, Drake gonna always come back. You know what I'm saying? And even
Yeah,
with the little shot that he shot at Joe Budden, I was talking to Marv last night about it and shit like that. If that's one thing about Drake, nigga, he always gonna send shots at you. He always gonna come at you. He always gonna, you know, have a little punchline for you here and there. You know what I'm saying? He might drop a song tomorrow and it still might have a shot at Pusha T in it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might have a shot at whoever else in it.
Mhm.
You know? Or now whoever else he beefing with, who he beefing with Rick Ross, he might catch a shot now. You know what I'm saying? Not might. He's definitely gonna catch one.
Mhm.
All of these rappers that he beef with or whatever it is, they all gonna be catching strays in all the songs they drop. You know?
Yeah.
They're gonna be in the club dancing to his shit, singing the fucking diss part to it is you and still having a good time doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's Drake's vibe. And I fucks with it. I fucks with it. I used to be a hater. I used to hate Drake. Guys like, yo, this thing's corny. He's fraudulent. He was on this Nickelodeon shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm good on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then,
Noggin.
you know,
He was on Noggin.
then you know what it is? Like, it was like then it became like this part where he first came out, nigga, that I'm heavy in the club scene. You know what I'm saying? And then when I'm heavy in the club scene, is like every other song is like some sort of Drake on it, or Drake feature, or one of these niggas on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, like you start feeling it more, like, oh, this is my jam now. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. And you know, then I started to respect him more and more in terms of I mean, love him or hate him, he still can make quality music. You know what I'm saying?
When Take Care came out, Take Care is the one album that I really got into. That's the one Drake album that I like a lot. And also Time and Place, because a lot of it in my I can't say that I like it as much now. You know, at that time I was a young dude, fucking a young adult, like fresh in the game with shit, So I was bopping with that. Like it's all about like getting chicks and making fucking money, bro. Like that's what his shit's about, you know? So like it was a vibe that I fucked with, but yet again, it's kind of a lot of the shit I consider now cringy, but I look at his other shit as even better, like I like poppier shit. Like if you're able to make like hit songs, make hit songs, bro. Like I want to be able to like remember a hook to your song and be able to sing that shit over and over and over again. And it hits, like you drop that like randomly, people are like, oh shit, blah, 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 and then you get a random fucking girl in the corner fucking screaming your song like the whole night, it's just that's what it is. The shit like the hits hit harder. I was like same thing. I was talking to Marv earlier about it, and like in comparison between the two artists, like the likelihood of more than 2 or 3 Kendrick songs being replayed, like old Kendrick songs being replayed in a club or a bar or wherever people are listening to music publicly, the likelihood of that being a thing over Drake like 3 being a thing, they're gonna play the Drake over the Kendrick.
Always.
Because the only thing that you have now, like his biggest song is Not Like Us. Like that could be played in a club, it could be played everywhere publicly now, but 10 years down the line, it's going to be looked at as cringe. You're not going to want to listen to a song about like, you're not going to want to play that for your kid. You're not going to want to, you know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of shit. You don't want it, like, it doesn't necessarily set into every occasion, like it's a diss song, and I have this argument with a couple of artists, and that's the reason like a lot of people compare him and Tupac, because I feel like the same thing discography for him. Like as it gets older and older and older, those hit songs are less and less likely. Now you only have 2 hit songs they're going to be playing. Now you're only going to have 1 hit song they're going to be playing. Like you go longer, you go down the line. And whereas Drake, he has a lot of fucking hit songs, and those shits I think are going to age well. Like Hotline Bling is going to fucking age well. Like Successful is going to age well. No New Friends is going to age well. A lot of his fucking features are going to fucking age well.
Yeah, his features too.
Like fucking Versace or some shit. You know what I mean? Like you play that randomly in a fucking club, people are going to go fucking crazy. Like.
I mean, even he threw a concert on the fucking Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's like, yo, dog, like y'all niggas went out of Super Bowl, all of that. Don't worry, all my real niggas, we gonna be over here, son. That stadium was lit, nigga.
That's one way to pretend that it's not happening.
Yo, stadium was lit, bro. Yeah. The whole shit, everybody was in there. There was not one person fronting. Every person in that building at that Drake concert was singing every fucking part of Drake's song word for word, nigga.
But you see
bar
what I'm
for
saying,
bar, yo.
You see what I'm saying, though, like the bot, like not a lot of Kendrick's songs are either super artsy or super hard. So like it's the likelihood of it, like humble,
No,
DNA.
humble. Like I said, the DNA, the swimming pools, the bitch don't kill my vibe. I feel like that's ultimate club song. Like, you're definitely gonna play that for forever if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But like Drake is Drake because of what he's been doing and the bitches he's been fucking from the whole time. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't really deny him, you can't really front on him. Like that's what it's been. You know what I'm saying?
To bring it back to Cole, what Cole said, like just do you, and people are gonna start fucking with you.
Yeah.
Like, do
And I
what you
thought it was
do
gonna
best,
be
bro.
longer. I thought Drake maybe, he would have needed to take like, just stay out of spotlight 6 months or a year, like, do
Nah,
your
I
thing
swear.
or whatever. Like, nah, this nigga was like,
Grind time.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Start
Like,
cooking now.
yeah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Start cooking now
Word.
before they like I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that's smart.
And he did his thing with it. Um, what else was I gonna say?
Outside of Super Bowl.
No, outside of the. No, I just wanted to say. Oh, we didn't get to say this last week, but a rest in peace to Irv Gotti, big Queens. You know what I'm saying? QU in the building. You know what I'm saying? Showing him love. Definitely one of the big impacts in hip hop for what he's done. You know what I'm saying? And if you actually get yourself time and you want to do some, Google what his fucking all the songs that he produced and shit like that.
Yeah,
and
because
you'll
it's way more than just
yeah,
Ja Rule or something.
like way beyond that.
Mhm.
A lot of Jay-Z, DMX, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you'll be able to see, some of his expertise and what he's done in hip hop.
And ill shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Word.
he's more or less. I would. He's more of a. I think of him more like when I think of executive producer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I don't think I've ever seen Irv Gotti behind the keyboard.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know. But so it's like one of those things that like, but when it comes down to making beats and hit songs and shit like that,
Mhm.
like and bangers, Irv Gotti's that dude, bro.
Word, yeah.
R.I.P.
You gotta
Irv
show him.
Gotti,
Yeah,
bro.
you gotta show him respect. Word up. All right, so we'll get into the vinyl of the week later. Let's transition from hip hop into the sports now. Just real quick with baseball, pitchers and catchers already reported, so we got about I would say almost 6 more weeks until baseball starts. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be good. Shit gonna be lit.
Mets, baby.
Yeah, nah, fuck all of them. Fuck the Mets, only Yankees. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to talk shit. Y'all can hit us up on the chat. I see y'all fucking with us, and y'all can call in or whatever y'all want to speak about. Let me put the number up. You know what I'm saying? Call in, talk some shit, see what's up. Also I wanted to get now. It's All-Star Week, NBA. You know what I'm saying? NBA All-Star Week, and it's been disappointing, like it always is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the shit that gets me tight is like you're NBA stars, dog. You get paid millions of dollars to fucking play basketball. Like, that is like the ultimate job. You feel what I'm saying? The ultimate job you get to play in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And y'all act so fucking soft. Like all of this majority of the NBA players act mad soft. You act like you can't do anything. This fucking dunk contest is fucking is horrible. You know what I'm saying? The shooting, the 3-point contest is good, but they even added the other 2 far shots now because everybody want to shoot from the loco. You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like the NBA is so trash with this shit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the NBA All-Star Weekend, bro. Like, and it like when it comes to like the dunk contest, like in all reality, the majority of people can't dunk. I can't dunk. Can you dunk, bro? No. Have you ever been able to dunk? Like you had bungees as a kid?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Like, the fuck is going on? You have a talent.
I didn't want those like backs, like the solas, the ones with the soles.
Yeah. To try to build your shit.
The ones that sold on East Bay, I wanted those.
Yeah, my boy had got him in the BX. Shout out my man Iz, who's actually reffing NBA high school basketball games in Florida. Fire. That's what I said. Yeah, definitely shout out to him. But back to it, like, I've never dunked. So I want to see the shit that I can't do. This is what gets me tight about even the All-Star games in almost all of the sports. You know what I'm saying? Only the home run derby is still probably valid. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually get some decent big names in it. You know what I'm saying? To actually compete. It's not just like people you never heard of and whatnot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But in the dunk contest, it's like, bro, I want to see what Ja Morant could do. I want to see what LeBron was so frail at it. He's probably the one that caused all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? For never competing in it, even though all of the fans wanted him to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jordan did it. Kobe did it. You know what I'm saying? They both won. You know, some of the best dunkers was known to do it. You know, and that's what made it exciting. You know.
Yeah.
And then it just went on a decline, and they just need to bring that back. You know, and if you're not gonna do that, then go on the YouTube. Go onto YouTube, search these cats that could dunk,
Actually,
Kalagnan or Junior and all of them cats. You know what I'm saying? That's really putting on shows. That's doing crazy shit that you've never seen in your life. Dunking a basketball backwards on a 360 fucking East Bay, some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like straight crazy dumb shit like that. You like, what the fuck? How you did that? You know what I'm saying?
And it's more like it's without gimmick. You know,
Yeah.
like I rather because that's way harder than jumping over a car.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To jump over the car shit. You let this dude win it 3 years in a row. He's barely played 3 games in the NBA. I don't even think he's played 3 games in the NBA.
Yeah.
And he's won the dunk contest 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
It's trash.
Trash. Like unbelievable trash.
Yeah.
I don't even care what he did. I
Yeah.
don't even care like that it kind of looked cool. No, your shit's trash, nigga. Like go to fuck to bed. Shit is corny.
It's super
Shit is corny. But you
bro.
know what's not corny? The NHL shit. They stepping it up. That shit was fire last night. I don't know if you peeped that with the fucking fighting. We was looking out showing you. Fucking Canada played USA. It's 4 teams. Canada, USA, Sweden, and I think Finland. You know what I'm saying? USA played Canada yesterday. Soon as the puck dropped to start the game, Kachuk starts fighting with one of the cats. Haley. They go at it. Canada dude wins. Right after it, Matthew Kachuk was the first one. He got a brother named Brady Kachuk. Both of these cats is the sons of throwback NHL player Keith Kachuk. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy to me. Shows my age because I remember him when I was young. He used to play on the Coyotes, Phoenix Coyotes back in the day.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that shit, bro.
Yeah, and then now it's like, oh shit, now his kids is in the fucking game. It's like this is how we see like in the NBA with so much, but you know, transitions to the NHL. You know what I'm saying? He avenged his brother. Brady come through, beat the Canada cat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They finally start the game. 9 seconds later into the game, bam, another fight. I don't know if the NBA need to start letting niggas throw hands or some shit on All-Star Weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like get the boxing gloves out or something. But like, yo, NHL got it. And their skills competitions is way cooler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember watching the fastest skater and then the hardest shot and then the accuracy with the bullseyes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the things that make these athletes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the NFL. Like I want to see you throw it in a fucking garbage can fucking 60 yards on the field.
Word.
Like that's fire. Like, oh shit, you see that?
Yeah.
That's OD. From, you know, like shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see the shit that I can't do.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes you the athlete.
Instead of playing
That's
some
what makes you
bullshit
be
ass game.
all-star, you fucking idiots. I don't know what's so hard to fucking understand. You know what I'm saying? In all of the sports.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? I want to see Tyreek Hill. You still the fastest. Race Xavier Worthy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see the fastest 40 yards right now. Let me see the fucking hardest hit. We got a crash dummy right here. Let's bring fucking Joey Bosa, fucking TJ Watt, fucking Myles Garrett. You know what I'm saying? Rock this dummy. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what that shit look like.
For the NBA.
And they're harder. You know what I'm saying? Like just everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
To bring it back to last week's episode, like I totally think that we really need this fucking like the idea that we posed like of having 8 fucking 5-man squads.
No. They need to go. Now it needs to go into like the world type shit. Like we need that thing. NBA needs that type of expansion. You need to have like a Canadian team, an American team, like a European team, and then maybe a African team or some shit.
I don't know. I don't think the balance would be there. I think if you took 8 of the biggest stars in the NBA and you told them, you could build your own 5-man squad.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel yeah.
If their own 5-man squad, they just can't include the other 7 best players in the NBA. I think that shit would be nasty because then it would be their own dudes. You know, they got chemistry. They play with them off season or whatever it is. As long as they play in the league currently, you know, they're allowed to fucking use them. Like, so you
Yeah.
have that like literally Nova Knicks type of situation
Or
going
like
against
old college, Duke, Kentucky,
Nova.
that shit could be fired. Now that's
Going
actually a good idea.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Going
it's like-
against LeBron and fucking Bronny and you know like it's
no,
like
no,
two
no,
other
no,
fucking
no,
you know what I mean?
No,
Whatever
no,
it is,
no,
bro.
no, Bronny, no.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
like
yeah.
hypothetically,
Uh,
like all the matchups that you could possibly have would be fucking insanely like ill, you know, like. Or it would be a lot of that. It would be a lot of like college fucking players playing with their old teammates and shit.
Yeah.
You would get that RJ fucking Zion team up and shit. You know, like you would get random, you know, but they have to be megastars. They have to get all-star ready. You know, like and then you're able to pick your team. You know.
Yeah, I think the all-star, like the East and West Conference. I mean, you know, it's getting a little cliche, and you know what? They're not playing for nothing. That's where I feel like if you go into more of like your country and shit like that, like it's a little more, you know, it's a little more like meaningful to you. You know what I'm saying?
Like the country thing, but even if it was your own team, though, that's what I'm saying. Like if it was your own squad, that's your people or whatever.
Like if you could have got Melo with D Wade and Chris Paul and LeBron back in the day or some shit.
I don't think that would work because you would have to like they would essentially be some of the biggest stars already. Like so you wouldn't be able to team them up like that. But like if you got like Melo would definitely have fucking J.R. Smith on the squad. You know what I mean?
Then you would have to leave it up to like it would be like the top four vote getters or some shit, or 5 or 6, whoever's the top vote getters. Get to pick their teams or something like that.
I think 6 would work.
Yeah, because you would need to have like, you know, top 2 get a bye. Where they doing that count in the hockey right now, because the hockey shit is like, to me, I think it is fire. They are playing for something. They care. U.S. and Canada care about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Sweden and Finland care. You know what I'm saying?
Rivalry, bro.
They have big name players representing all of those, you know, areas and regions and whatnot.
Yeah.
And 4 nations, that's what they called it, and it's smart, you know, especially for how much, you know, hockey reaches a lot more, you know, especially in the cold weather areas. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
like it's automatic.
You have us, Canada, we're right next to each other, and then very similarly on the other end, you have Sweden, Finland, and Russia. And all 3 of those are like a fucking sandwich. They literally go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know, lined up like that. So, like, it really, like, those are the biggest hockey fucking countries. And they're all kind of rivals. Like, already, off the bat.
I mean,
we're gonna be going against Canada's throat because it's fucking Canada. Like, you ain't better than us, bro. You are little brother, bro. Like, we big brother.
Yeah. Well, shout out to the NHL. They did it right. Fucking NBA, they fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But All-Star game is today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see who wins. We'll see if it's a little bit competitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty hopefully we see some, you know, at least some good plays, some fire dunks, some shit like that.
I want to see 15 seconds in, Ja Morant to drop kick somebody.
Oh, word. Just to start the game, right?
Just to start the game.
Word.
Sweet chin music, somebody.
Word, that would be fire. But
boom, redemption right there, baby.
Over.
Yeah, NBA's giving everyone L's, bro. Like, nah, bro, no one's gonna be talking about your shit, bro. Like, you want to have fights immediately? 5 fights tonight, bro.
Word.
Expect it. Expect the NBA to start having fights.
She'll be gangster.
They're watching this shit right now.
Word. We've had a lot of views today.
Commissioner Silver is watching this shit right now and going, yeah, we should have 5 fucking fights tonight. Like, guys, let's just make sure we don't have any major injuries, all right? Like, I don't want anyone actually hitting each other. But, like, let's actually have some scuffles. Like, I want to see it. Like, let's make this entertaining, okay? Like,
Facts.
Must see television.
Yeah, facts. Durant and Westbrook. Hands.
Fucking scrapping immediately, bro.
Word.
It's like a tip-off happens. They just go off in the corner and just start scrapping.
But then you get some WWE into it. James Harden comes out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With a chair and shit. Yeah, jumping off the fucking announce table.
The refs just somehow turn into a WWE ref. Like one of the refs just come out of nowhere and you realize he's
no, he takes a whole mask off and shit like that. Like, it's not me, no, it's the other guy. Holy shit, Earl Hebner.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
He's not the ref with the big eyebrows. He rolls the mask
It's
off.
the other guy. Shit would be fucked up.
Must
That
see
shit-
television right there,
Word.
and you would be
Yeah.
a clown if you missed it.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
But I don't know I don't know what needs to happen. I mean, your idea is fairly solid. I thought of it just as the, because the world in the NBA, is a lot more bigger. Like, if you did like a European team, like, that team is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's Jokic, that's Doncic, that's Giannis. You know what I'm saying? That's all on the same team. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? A Canada team right now will have Shea Gilgeous. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Then after that, what do you have? RJ, you have Dylan Brooks, right?
Yeah, Andrew Wiggins, I think.
But not as stacked as USA or Europe.
Yeah. Where's Kyrie? Kyrie's from Canada, I think.
Kyrie's from here.
No, he's not.
Kyrie's from Jersey.
No, I think he was born somewhere else, though.
No, Kyrie's from Jersey. Kyrie's born and raised Jersey.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, look it up.
I will talk, man.
He played for Team USA.
I didn't say he did.
I'm saying he would have played for Team Canada if that was the case. It's not like he's like that far away.
Oh, he's from Australia, you see.
Oh, he's from Australia.
Mm-hmm. I told you he's from somewhere.
Oh, that makes sense then, bro. The whole that makes way more sense now.
He's from Australia, bro.
He's a fucking Aussie.
Mm-hmm. See?
By what though? Like, is he like Aborigine? Aboriginal?
I said Melbourne.
Melbourne? Oh, so he's through his parents. Like, is he just born there? He might just be born there.
Wow, his birthday is the day after mine, March 23rd.
Go, bud.
Fuds. And he went to Duke, man. Fuck out of here. Cheers to you, Kyrie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You the man.
If Jones was only born a day after.
If only Ben Simmons wasn't trash, they could have an Australian team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word, right?
Yeah.
It'd be like him and Dante Exum.
Yeah, fucking like a Zach Edey or some shit, or fucking some other dudes.
What was it? Don Maker. A couple of.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling names out of my ass.
Well, we'll see what happens with the All-Star game today. But, as an All-Star, next week we'll start NBA. Knicks and Dimes right now.
Knicks and Dimes.
I feel like I want to ask you a question. What do you think Knicks would need to do to move up? I believe right now in the standings we're third in the Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? Still Boston and Cleveland ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it right now, if we finish right now the way it is, we'd be playing Boston in the second round. You know what I'm saying? We 8 games behind Cleveland. What do they need to do? I mean, let's see what the games left are. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. All right, so we've...
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah, because our first game is the Bulls at home. Beautiful, Thursday.
Okay.
But then we get at Cleveland. And then we're at Boston. And then we're home for the 76ers. Then we're at the Grizzlies, at the Heat. Home for the Warriors, at the Lakers, at the Clippers, at the Kings, at the Trailblazers, at the Warriors again. That's a big road. No, that's a big road trip on the West Coast. 1, 2, 3, 4,
we're at the Warriors
5.
Or home for the Warriors?
At the Warriors, 5.
That's the second one. The first one.
The first one, we're at the Warriors, and we're home for the Warriors.
What day is that?
March 4th.
What day of the week is that? Does it say?
No.
Tuesday? We should go to
yeah, maybe.
Oh,
well, they play on my birthday. That's a Saturday.
I work on
So do I, nigga. It's called PTO, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about out here. You cough, nigga, sneeze. What is wrong with you? Got diarrhea, whatever.
Put it on the fucking recorded video. Let's record that audio.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, man. All right, now, man. Wait, let me go finish going through. That's a big road trip against the West Coast. Lakers, Clippers, Kings, Trailblazers, Warriors. You know what I'm saying? We could actually sweep that. You know?
Mhm.
Lakers, who knows what they'll be, but we should beat the Clippers, beat the Kings, beat the Trailblazers, and beat the Warriors. We should beat the fucking Lakers too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, then we're home for the Heat and then go to the Spurs and Hornets. Then we got 3 games at home against the Wizards, Mavericks, and Clippers. Then we go away to the Bucks and then home against the Trailblazers to end the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a little tough schedule. You know what I'm saying? Let's think of quality games. Bucks 1, Mavericks 2.
No. Mavericks are trash. Mavericks are done.
Nah, we don't know that.
AD's not done for the season?
I don't know.
From what I've heard, AD's done for the season. Like,
all right, so let's go. All right, so we take them out.
The likelihood of them being a thing was a game.
All right, well, we take them out then. The Bucks is 1 game. Solid. That's a game.
Yes.
That's a quality opponent.
Easily.
Warriors.
Warriors
2 with Jimmy Butler addition. Lakers 3 with Luka and LeBron. Warriors again 4. Memphis 5. Celtics 6. Cleveland 7 games. 7 quality games that we as a team need to at least be 5-2 in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the first out of the 5 needs to be wins against Cleveland and the Celtics right out the jump after this All-Star break. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland is ahead of us. We need to jump ship. Not jump ship, jump spots. You know what I'm saying? We need to move up into the standings against them. That's how it's going to be. If they up 8 games, that could be something started for us and on the decline for them. And then Boston is only 2.5 games above us. We're going to play them in Boston. Dog, we owe them motherfuckers such an ass whipping. It is like unbelievable. The way they have spanked us this year is like should be unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This should be unacceptable. This is the type of ass whipping where you was getting your ass beat with the belt and you finally was like, yo, I'm eating that. You know what I'm saying? Eating the ass whippings as when you was growing up. This is the ass whipping we need to eat and now come through and be like spankings, nigga. Spankings. Because, like, we owe them. Knicks owe them.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And honestly, I'm okay with, like, letting Cat sit with his thumb injury. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd rather have him as 100% than let him come through and play and not, like, be able to do much for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather have him, sit, and when he comes back, it's the player that we had prior to the All-Star break. You know what I'm saying? Or prior to this time of getting hurt where he was looking like an MVP, putting up MVP type numbers in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of player I want. So I'm willing to let him sit. OG, I'm willing to let sit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even Mitchell Robinson, I'm willing to let sit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already been out for what it's been anyway. But what we need is for the time into everybody to be healthy as we're entering the playoffs. Right now, where we're at, 3rd seed, 2nd seed, people are saying, oh, running into Boston or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. That's what I say. We New York, we need to man up.
Mm-hmm.
We need to man up. We made these moves. We got this shit. If we want to be a team that's considered a champion contender, then we need to handle business and prove that.
Yeah.
Prove that is eventually going to have to beat Boston. Because I tell you right now, I don't care that they're the 2nd seed. Cleveland having an amazing regular season right now. Cleveland hasn't done it in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
We're new to the playoffs within the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Now about to be the 3rd year or whatever. Or 4 out of 6 years. You know what I'm saying? With Randall and them. that we made the playoffs. You know, so we're just getting our feet wet in being a perennial playoff team if we could be that. You know, but what needs to happen is the next step, is taking that next step and proving to the fans and everybody else, even to yourselves, that you are built for that next step. Because in order to take that next step, Boston got to take that L. The Celtics have to take that L. You got to send Tatum home packing. You got to leave Chris Tapps crying. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave all of them in awe of like, oh shit, Knicks did it. You know what I'm saying? That's the chip for the Knicks.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how Boston, the Red Sox, was always losing to us, the Yankees and shit like that. They was constantly losing, and they came back from the 3-0 and spanked us and went on to go to the World Series against St. Louis. Them beating the Yankees was the World Series for them in 7 games. That was their World Series. They swept St. Louis in 4 games. There was no comparison. You know what I'm saying? For them, it was like, oh shit, we beat the fucking Yankees. Ain't no other fucking team that could stop us now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it'll be for the Knicks. Like, oh, we spanked Boston? Nah, the rest of these cats ain't ready. I don't care what Western Conference team it is. I don't care who they think is better than us or whatever it is. Like, if we had to play Denver, I think we could beat Denver in a fucking 7-game series. Without a doubt.
Totally.
Karl Anthony Towns guarding Nikola Jokic one-on-one the whole series, we could beat them. Mm-hmm. If he could do what he did against them when they played us at home in the Garden, Rap City. You know, that's one thing about Jokic. He's an amazing, facilitator and whatnot, but he doesn't really do too good playing defense or getting, defense on him like at a high rate. You know what I'm saying?
When he's getting like actually locked down, like he's not going to be. You can't expect much from him.
Nah. But Knicks need a. So like I said, what do you think the Knicks need to do? I was talking a lot of shit. My bad.
I mean, what can they do? What exactly can they fucking do that's different from winning games or winning games they need to be winning? Like the lineup that you told me, a lot of those are winnable. Most of them are winnable. So I look at it, just keep doing. I wouldn't worry about placement in the playoffs. Yeah. I don't like stressing about that shit. We preferably want to be first or second. And I think it's completely doable as long as we keep doing our shit. Like stay on our P's and Q's. It's bound for them to fuck up. I doubt that Cleveland's going to keep fucking putting it in like the way they are for the remainder of the season. Mm-hmm. If they do, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's been done before. Mm-hmm. Like we've seen it with fucking we've seen it with the Warriors. Mm-hmm. So like I don't view it as like undoable, but at the same time, like I'm not gonna stress about that shit because we've also seen the Warriors do that and fucking deflate in the fucking playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just, the reason why I asked the question, because if in my eyes, I feel like even the 1 seed is attainable.
Yeah.
Even though, like, it's crunch time. Knicks got 28 games left. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So do the Cavs, for that matter. Most teams have about that many left. 28, 27, 29, whatever, around that range.
Yeah, totally.
I counted 7 games that is big. So that means 21 games is against maybe mediocre to subpar teams. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If in these last 28 games, we can win almost 22, 23 of them and go 23-5 and shit like that, that would be where it needs to be at. I think we could be almost a 60 win team at that rate. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they got to handle business. They got to keep that mainstay mindset of what they are. No days off, no games off. You know what I'm saying? Picking each other up. You know what I'm saying? If Brunson is off, maybe it's a Hart game. If Hart's off, maybe it's a Bridges game. If Bridges is off, maybe it's a Towns game, and so on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And being able to identify that through the game, or an OG night. You know what I'm saying?
And it seems-
And went through that on top of, capitalizing on defense.
On the plus side, though, it seems at least from at least from the last couple of games before the All-Star break, we're really starting to like use our bench.
Mhm.
You know, like I've given fucking Payne or Shamit that they've had their injury problems this season.
Mhm.
You know, so like we haven't yet to see them all together, but now you have everyone together except for like the big stars, so your bench can actually start to like jive a little bit together. You know, like, and I look at it like we got some three dudes. You know, like.
Mhm.
As long as they're able to drop fucking threes when our stars are fucking sitting, I'm happy, bro. Like,
Mhm.
and they're doing it. Like, our last game, Achua didn't look too good. You know, like gave up a turnover, ended up doing some other dumb shit as well. But still, like
Yeah.
Chewy's at least putting in work. Like I want,
Yeah, like that one mishap in terms of what he's done and stepping up in the role and now being, put into the starting lineup, and whatnot, and the minutes that he's been given in, other parts, like, you really accept the good with the bad because the majority from him has been good. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
passion, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's playing with passion.
Mhm.
Like you're playing for your team. You
No,
should be playing for
That's what
something,
the
you know?
no. You know what? At the end of the day, there's some people that was never really around for the '90s Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I was. It was 10 years before my birth, before when the Knicks won the chip. So I never seen the Knicks championship in my entire life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a young kid in '94. Heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? Like I lived through those times. I lived through it. I seen Reggie Miller live. You know what I'm saying? I seen all of that shit. I was a kid. I lived it all. But back then in those teams, that New York passion is what separated us. That New York grit is what separated us. They should trade Brunson in town. Hell no. No way. Said we have a comment. Knicks should trade Brunson and Towns this offseason after they get bounced from the playoffs and rebuild. Nah, no way.
What?
You trying to troll, and it's cute, and it's cute, Amber. I like it, but when it comes down to it, like, nah, they got everything they want. You know what? But if they was gonna trade them, it would have to be for better players. Like, I would trade Karl Anthony Towns for like a Kevin Durant, and I would trade, yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Hell yeah.
No, not at their age range right now. KD's on the end of his career. I wouldn't definitely not do that.
Word.
Yeah,
maybe
that would be
Asian.
very, very foolish.
I just want, like I said, I just want a chip. I just want a chip to the NBA.
Nah, we're putting in work in the fucking playoffs. I don't want to hear that getting bounced shit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, nah, like I said,
ain't no reason to be rebuilding this squad when the squad was just built.
like it's just built. Yeah, no. And we don't even gotta pay them more attention to that.
But yeah, I feel you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I definitely feel you. There's always room to grow. Like I don't want to ever fucking settle when it comes down to our placement. Like we should always look at or want that number one fucking spot.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you end up, it's placement. It's always at the end of the day, it's gonna be placement. That first round's gonna end up being easier. That second round's gonna end up being easier. It puts you in a position where
go ahead.
You know what I mean? Like even the
Mm-hmm.
the second fucking spot as well. Like
Yeah.
you put yourself in either of those positions, and I'm happy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel you. I'd rather be in first or second.
Mm-hmm. No. I mean, second and third is pretty much even. It's basically the same thing. More or less, you see the second or third seed playing each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the 4 or 5 that might see the upset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it does happen where 2 or 3 does get upset, but I don't really see it happening. I mean, it depends on what the matchups could be and who's hot. That's the other part about it. Getting who's hot going into the playoffs, like that matters. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that with a Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat team. We've seen that twice. You know what I'm saying? So you're able to do that. That's why now Golden State is a threat. They made that move. They got him on the team.
So let's.
He's been dropping solid.
So since you just brought it up though, who would you view as bottom of bracket like contenders, like or at least upsetters, like people that
Teams to watch out for that maybe
on
can move up or some
not
shit.
West Coast, not Western,
Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's definitely the Pistons. Pistons is definitely a young team that don't really understand their talent. You know what I'm saying? Don't really, and I don't mean that in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? I just mean it in a way where it's like they're still finding their ceiling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I could see that. I can see the Pistons making it, and the same thing goes for the Rockets on the Western Conference. But I can't see them going past the first round.
No. They could see maybe the first round. No, just past the first round, maybe the Pistons. But it also would if they moved into the 5 seed, the Pistons is currently the 6. They would play the Knicks, like we spanked them. But if they moved into the 5, and now the Pacers are actually the 4, and the Pistons played the Pacers as the 5-4 seed, the Pistons could win that without a doubt. The Hawks is a team to watch out for, but I think they might be. I don't know, that DeAndre Hunter move, got me a little weary of what they're doing right there.
What do you mean?
Because they let him go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we'll see what this new Hawks team does for them.
Yeah, they got some gems though.
Mm-hmm.
Like do I look at them as contenders? Mm-hmm. No, but definitely upsetters.
Yeah,
you are right. I would view them as the biggest Eastern Conference upsetter that we have
right now. The Hawks
currently.
The Hawks is the 8th seed. Cavs is the 1 seed. You can't tell me that the Cavs can't. I mean, the Hawks can't shock the Cavs.
Fucking, they totally can, bro.
Like, that's not impossible. That's not like thinking like outside the realm. Like, oh, you're wilding.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
You got Trey and some. You got Trey and the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. Magic and the Magic. They if they could get healthy, you know what I'm saying? They've had a lot of injuries and whatnot. You know what I'm saying throughout the season. If they get healthy, they could do something. In terms of the Western Conference, the Warriors, the 10 seed, even the Spurs as the 12. You know what I'm saying? Getting the Aaron Fox. I could possibly see them. Maybe winning some games toward the end of the season right now as they make this final run and beat some quality teams.
We have to see it working though. We have to see it working. We know.
No, I know that. Well,
also,
chemistry takes time. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And then to bring it back to the Warriors, that sample size.
That's the same thing.
Is being a little blown out of proportion because you're talking about it's just a 3-game stint.
Mm-hmm.
Or their 4-game stint. No, it's 3-game stint. And 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4, either or. But all the teams that they played were all bottom bracket teams. So teams without their stars. So you got wins on weak under, you know what I mean? Like teams, I wouldn't view I want to see them going against like us. That's the reason why I really want to go because that would be fucking fire.
What?
Jimmy and fucking and Curry, watching them go bro, and us beating them. I've seen us beat Jimmy live, so and it felt good. So I would love to see that again, bro.
No, I would want to see Steph play, man. Steph Curry.
You haven't seen Steph play? We gotta go to this game, bro.
Live? You've been to a girl? You seen Curry play?
I've worked a game where
that's different though.
I mean, I did get to I chilled and watched the rest of the game and shit. Yeah, definitely. I didn't pay tickets for the shit.
Yeah,
but definitely was there.
Different. That's different, yeah.
And that was KD, KD and Steph.
Even look at the Suns. The Suns is the 11th seed. Like the teams right here, you know what it is? Is like I said this a couple of weeks back, or maybe even last season. You know what I'm saying? Like all the teams that were trash, that was just trash, like the Thunder and the Grizzlies, the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? The Clippers, the Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? These are the teams that was trash, for mad years, and now those are the teams that are like the top in the West. You know what I'm saying? And now you have like the Warriors, the Suns, the Spurs, the Trailblazers, the Pelicans, the Jazz. Like these are all the teams that are the bottom now. These are the teams that are not in it. You know what I'm saying? Like to see the Suns as the 11th seed right now, even though they're just 2 games under 500, but they're a game and a half behind the Warriors. So now as we see what's in the NBA and we get into these last 28 games or so for more or less the teams that are playing and whatnot. You know, it's officially the crunch time. It's officially where you're gonna see who's really who.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And hopefully the Knicks, step it up. You know what I'm saying? And even the Nets, maybe they can make. No, I don't know if they can make a run, but you never know, man. That's what it is about basketball, though. It's a sport of runs, and hopefully the Knicks could go on a run to end the season, and put in work. You feel what I'm saying?
Definitely, man.
Especially if we could get healthy.
Yeah, no, fucking. Hey, if we can have everyone on the floor and it be working, and then we actually have that 10-man rotation, that 9-man rotation, because the last couple of games we've been working with a 9-man rotation, and it was fucking nice. You
Yeah.
know, like I would like to see that. Like it gives people chances to breathe. Like
Right.
it makes it so Josh Hart doesn't have to play fucking 40 fucking minutes a game.
No, yeah. Unfortunately, that's why I said it. That's why I said the NBA be soft, man. A lot of these injuries, it's like it doesn't even make sense of what it is and what it was, from years back to like current times. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it is what it is. I just Knicks got to get healthy. The Knicks got to get healthy. And that's why I said, before we go into vinyl of the week, that's why I said, um, letting them sit, with the cushion that we have. We're the 3 seed at 36 and 18. We're 2.5 games behind the Celtics at 39 and 16, but we're 5.5 games above the Pacers at 30 and 23 between the 2, 3, and 4 seed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A 5.5 game lead. You know what I'm saying? 6.5 against the Bucks, 7.5 against the Pistons, 10 games against and against the play-in. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, where if we look at the games and we should beat the Bulls, but maybe if we did lose to the Cavs and the Celtics and even the Grizzlies, but we spank the Sixers, the Heat, the Warriors, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Kings, kill it on the road trip, come back against Heat again. You know what I'm saying?
We're not losing to the Grizzlies.
No, I'm just saying, bro. But I'm just just painting the picture of like, damn, we lost 3 of those games real quick, but I just said that was the vital ones. You know what I'm saying? But we got players that got healthy. OG continued to sit. Cat took some break off. Mitch didn't come back yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now we got them back when we started the West Coast trip. You know what I'm saying? And then we came back from the West Coast trip with a new, on life spanking niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that's what can actually happen. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
That's it. All right. Back to the hip hop. You already know vinyl of the week.
This week's vinyl of the week. Still can't be saying that anymore. But this week on vinyl of the week, I'll be talking about De La Soul is Dead. Not a vinyl, but a tape. It died on me this week. I was very, very, very sad about it. It might be, or it is, my favorite De La Soul album. I actually brought their first 4 albums. And we never really talk about De La, or it's not necessarily a talking point for most people I talk to about hip hop. But as someone that has a 1.5-year-old, it's become like my go-to shit where I don't have to stress about cursing because at this point my son's learning how to like talk, and that's something that we really stress is making sure that we have proper verbiage and we're using the proper words when speaking around our kid, and also that also contains to the music that we play him. So De La, a couple of minor curses, but majority all clean, and it doesn't really need it. Like De La in general, like always been clean and still fucking slaps. Talking about like true essence hip hop type shit, De La is definitely on that list. I I never really got into, or I'm a little too young for that generation. You know, like I was in fucking kindergarten when
Mhm.
this album came out. So when I look at it like, hey, I definitely like I missed out on that. Like I
Mhm.
would totally love to have been fucking into like that type of shit. You
Mhm.
know,
No, yeah.
I would that definitely would have been my lane,
It was like
bro.
progressive fucking
I would have been a hippie hip hop
yeah.
dude. No, like without a doubt,
Facts.
bro.
Facts.
Without a fucking doubt.
Facts.
So and also like it became I wasn't there for it, but from what I've seen, from what the vibe was, from what other artists were doing, from the sound that was being like out, like that was out at that time,
Mhm.
even outside of the native tongue collective, you had other people jumping on that wave, and it became a thing. And I can't necessarily say that they were the ones that created it, but they definitely are the, in my eye, outside of Tribe,
Mhm.
like the ones that own it, you know?
Mhm.
So like if you're talking about just like you said, progressive backpack type shit, this is OG backpack. Like this is like the backpack, you know,
Mhm.
like I look at it like definitely like without this, you don't have any Kanye, you don't have the fucking Neptunes, you don't have a bunch of other shit that comes from that backpack realm. Like you
Mhm.
don't have that, like, because this didn't fucking happen. It would have it sounded completely fucking different,
Mhm.
you know, without Tribe and without De La.
Right.
So when it comes down to De La Soul is Dead, RIP this tape, it is an OG release. So this is an actual release from shit. I wasn't in not 93, this is 91. So OG tape from 91. And favorite songs on here have to be Oodles and Oodles of O's. I was really into this album when I was in high school. This album probably over all other De La Soul albums. I love the fucking skits. It probably has like 12 fucking skits on this fucking thing. It tells a whole story. Sorry, there's 5 skits that are actually labeled skits, and then there's
Mhm.
others that are not labeled skits that are also skits. But in general, but it felt like a movie. This album felt complete. It felt like an actual put your headphones in and
Zone out.
zone the fuck out.
Mhm.
It immediately starts with kids having a conversation, some bully coming up and fucking beating the crap out of the kid, and the kid finding like a De La tape. Inside of the tape itself, there's a comic that shows that whole scene. So it became like they were telling the story, or at least the first intro skit, and then it becomes a story of this kid. And in general, like I before I even knew what I liked about hip hop, I loved this album. I remember my wife being over and us being, I don't know, maybe 16 years old, and her asking like, "What the fuck are we listening to right now?" And me being like, "Yo, we're listening to De La Soul." You know what I mean? Like, uh, definitely important to me. Definitely important to my hip hop fandom. I view this album as probably top 10 in my hip hop discography. Stakes is High, top 20 in my hip hop discography. De La Soul's Dead, 3 Feet and Rising, also probably top 25, 30, 50 ish. But in general, their discography is so fucking solid. I needed to really, also because they were tapes and they're smaller, I could do this.
Mhm.
I just needed to highlight how solid the fucking first 4 De La Soul albums are. Like gold, bro. You have anything to say?
Thanks. Yes. I just wanted to say, you know, and this is just my opinion in terms of what hip hop was and what hip hop is presently. Um, like you said, Tribe and De La and others around that time, their message, their tempo, their flows, their words were very empowering to the masses. You know what I'm saying? And I think those that ran music seen the control that hip hop has. Like we're seeing it now to this day, how much hip hop has an influence in American culture.
Mhm.
There's everything in hip hop. Our Super Bowl is just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It has been hip hop for the past 4 years, ever since they let Jay-Z, who is hip hop, start running it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But their message, in my opinion, their rhyming style, that type of like woke, original woke music, backpack shit, um, scared these executives, executive,
Record executives.
thank you, scared those people. You know what I'm saying? Because of the message and how it could actually bring especially black people together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there was these 5%ers and God bodies and these types of people that that were for a movement. You know what I'm saying?
Unity.
That fight the power, that
Yeah.
that public enemy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this type of music that was there, that was their lane. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't your West Coast gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? It was New York, but it wasn't the New York gritty grind of what we heard like
It was
from
constructive and not destructive.
yeah, it wasn't like Rakim and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a different type of New York sound that you was getting with them. And once they seen that, you really didn't see the push. The push down declined way more and more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like now it's to the point where it's like if you don't actually, if you're a rapper like that and you don't blow up on the ground on your own, where where you're basically forcing the hand to get signed. You know what I'm saying? Because of the amount of views or money or sales or whatever they put it by on, then like you're not gonna get really a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the sound, the message, the lyrics, um, the image is pretty much almost predetermined in what they're looking for currently in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame that it changed to that. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame that any kid that's probably listening, I don't even know who's it. And I don't even want to try to maybe like a Playboy Cardi or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Hot, relevant rapper right now. Doing this thing. Shout out to him. And I'm not really trying to play you when I say this. You know what I'm saying? But someone that might be your fan because of the generation might not have never heard a De La Soul song. You know what I'm saying? And that was what their goal was. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm getting from this. You know what I'm saying? This is the point I'm trying to make. That the gap in terms of the message changed by what was being able to get pushed and played, and what rappers now decided to do to become rappers, to become noticed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what they now rapped about as before, as to what this was when it was such a big movement in what hip hop was, and like you said, the essence that like it completely changed hip hop in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely did. I mean, it was more or less a DIY type situation.
Mhm.
A lot of it was just DIY type shit that got got caught and was hot, and people
Mhm.
really got into it. It's not to say that there wasn't complete any backing. There's definitely heads in the music business that really like Tribe, that really liked De La,
Mhm.
and I think it has more or less to do with um, you, like you said, on a higher up level. What
Mhm.
they're ultimately going to push needs to be things that they can make money off of.
Mhm.
So if you put them in a position where they're making less money off of it, then then they're less likely.
Yeah,
to
but I don't.
push it.
I don't. Honestly, I don't really think. I don't even really. I think that's more. I think that's actually bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I don't.
definitely.
I think. I don't think that the money was gonna be made less or more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because now
no.
you're trying to say like whatever these people that had that like this like hippie rap or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
didn't have money. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Or whatever
I'm
like
not
that.
saying
I'm just
that
saying like
the consumer didn't have money. I'm saying that the consumer mindset it changes. So if you put everyone where they're not buying a shit ton of designer clothes,
mhm.
and they're not buying cars, and they're not buying jewelry, and they're not buying this, and they're not buying that, everyone else is not fucking having it. Like they're not making money. So that executive's fucking cousin or brother or whoever the fuck else that's in whatever else industry, they rather see it where they're making money as well, and everyone's making money. And they rather that be the case, because I think that's exactly what ends up happening. I don't view it as being like subjective thing where artists are by themselves just doing this. I think it became a thing originally by executives where they were like, I need you to push this and I need you to push that. And then it became a thing where it was standard. And then people just started fucking doing it because everyone else was fucking doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I literally think that's what happened perpetually. And then it became all about all of that.
Yeah.
But I remember a fucking time and place where it wasn't about designer shit. Like we weren't talking about that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It didn't matter.
It didn't fucking matter.
You know what it was? It's just that it's not that it wasn't talking about it. It's just that you had more people talking about other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't everybody talking about the same shit.
But
you know what
not only did it matter if you were and it was pointed out, then you were a fucking clown. You know what I mean? Like if you're clout chasing and you're trying to look a certain way and you fucking trying to be cool and shit, you a clown.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather live in that world where you could point shit out and be like, yo, you're a fucking buffoon, you fake as fuck, and actually be like fake and people not defend you and shit. Oh, like no, motherfucker, that fucking dude is fake. Sorry. Like not real. Not a real individual. This is not a real persona. This person's fucking fake. And like you should be able to shut people down that way. Now you can't because everyone's fucking fake.
Right.
So I mean, back to De La. There's not a fucking fake part about De La at
Definitely
all.
Not.
But like
that wasn't the part. That's not nothing I was trying to say.
But my point is that though, like
I was just saying it was more like that real rap that we grew up on and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like almost like non-existent in the rap game that we're a part of right now. You know what I'm saying?
We'll keep going back into that, but like I said, like this album in particular, R.I.P. This album can actually live on the set now because it doesn't work anymore. But R.I.P. This album, one of my favorite albums of all time, De La Soul is Dead, by De La Soul, 1991 release. Outside of Oodles of O's, you have Saturday. Jones loves that song.
Yes. Every Saturday after work, driving home, it's got to get a play because it's time to celebrate. 5 whole days of work, 1 whole day to play.
Hell yeah! Come on, everybody.
Get your roller skates today.
And that's
Saturday.
That's our album of the week. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, Pete. Added to the set. You already know. Oh, there's another one wrapped up in the books, baby.
Yes, sir.
Jones Hour Live. You already know. Every Sunday on the YouTube. Make sure you follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go on live. We never really have a set time, but we always bring in that heat. You know what I'm saying? So you really want to fuck with us. You could call in. You know what I'm saying? The number's always posted and whatnot if you want to just vibe and engage into the conversation. Because we always talking that fly shit. Whether it's sports, music, trending, and the world. You know what I'm saying? Because we just about that life. You know what I'm saying? That's Ant Acid, the one and only.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Me, I'm Jonesy 2 times. You know what I'm saying? And fuck with us next week, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
belt on the show the whole fucking show.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking champ. I'm fucking champ.
And you see now, you fucked up.